This is MOE'S Books. This is the 4th floor, and here we go.
Mo came to California from where?
Well, he was born in New York City, and that's where he was living. He came out in the 50s. He had some friends who were from New York, and they said, you know, it's cool out in California, you know, you can do whatever, you know, it's free, it's open, the weather's good, it's a fun life to have, you should come. And he had been kicking around, really. I mean, he was 40, his mother was still bailing him out. There's lots of stories about him doing crazy things, like, you know, taking a wall down in his loft or things like that in New York in the 50s. He had been a violinist. He was very serious about that. He'd also been a painter. Classical, yeah. He'd been a painter, so he went to Cooper Union, studied painting and philosophy, and ultimately he didn't graduate. He eventually ended up as an apprentice to a picture framer, and when he came out here, that was his skill. I have his business card, you know, looking for a job as a picture framer. And he was just really kicking around, you know, a lot of good ideas, lots of good ideas, very vivid person, very passionate.
Did he have any particular favorite authors or poets?
Well, yeah. He could quote Matthew Arnold, Dover Beach, from beginning to end. And authors, there's a lot of things that he recommended to me and others over the years. Thomas Mann, for example, Death in Venice. And there's a book called Crock of Gold by Simmons, which was another book that he recommended. There's a kid's book called Babushka that he really liked. This is the beginning of our historical photo display. We're having a party in 2 weeks. The bookstore's turning 50. So we have a book for people to sign in, and then we'll have photos in here and pictures of Mo. And this is a poster when Robbie Basho was here at Mo's. This particular project right here is something that was made for Mo's 70th birthday party. So inside each of the tubes is a picture of someone who works here and this photograph of Mo also. And they were put in these tubes and then put inside this box. And it was a gift to Mo, and there were very few of them made, and I think there's one at the Modern Art Museum. Richard Gordon is the artist. This photograph of Mo is from the series 2. That's him from the party. So this is one item that we'll have here for the party for people to see. And there's a picture of me here wearing a shirt too. There I am in the tube. And of course it comes with a cigar.
Cuban cigar rollers hired somebody to read the classics to them while they rolled them.
Oh, nice. Well, I think that probably affected the quality of them. Okay, so Mo got his start in the book business by accident, actually. He met some people who were in the business. They sold, they were actually publishers' representatives, and they told him about the changes that were coming to the paperback world. In the 50s, there were a limited amount of books you could get in inexpensive format. And when he heard about this, he got excited, and so his first shop was called the Paperback Bookshop. He had all these ideas in his head about what would be a fun business to do, what would be a good business to do. And he went to a party, and he met my mom, who was on a blind date with someone else, and she bankrolled him. So that's what happened. They got excited about book selling, and her father had invented the first electric heater, so she had some funds to invest. And so in late 1959, they took over the lease of an existing business near Shattuck, near University, and they opened the Paperback Bookshop. I vividly remember my mother reading to me The Cricket in Times Square. And at that point, Moe's was 2 doors down where the reprint bin is, and the music department was in the basement. So, you know, some incredible music must have been playing. You know, Miles Davis or some just super cool jazz thing. And she was reading this book to me, and it's such a vivid, rich memory. It's very powerful for me.
What's her name?
Her name was Barb Moskowitz.